attacking field. Scores are level. 1 run chahiye.
Can we play super over?
Guys, Dream 11 ka dusra super over.
All right, get him out. Get him out. Get him out. He's out.
Where's the ball?
He's out.
Wait, where's the ball with the keeper? It's a tie. Bring you back to reality. देखो आज ये मैच tie हो गया है. Opening अब इसका super over एक और होगा. I think we'll have to bring Irfan and Binga back for another challenge on Out of the Box. But that'll be another day in this segment.
It's always so much fun when these two get together, but let's get back to the match at hand this evening. Rajasthan Royals are going to be batting first. So let's take a look at our phone page playing 11 for this side. Smith is going to have a lot to do this evening, isn't he?
And they've handed out some debuts as well. Sanjay, big news obviously. Jaiswal coming in, it's a huge encounter for him. We saw a great debut from Devdutt last night. What can we expect?
Well, he's a quality player, somebody who's proven in not only the T20 format but also in the 50-over format in the domestic circuit. He scored big hundreds in a 50-over match. So he's a quality player, and to keep that left-handed, right-handed combination going, Rajasthan seems to have preferred him ahead of Manan Vora. But overall, Tom Curran, Tewatia, so they've got a lot of bases covered.
Yeah, and also Tom Curran gets a nod in his first game playing against his brother Sam Curran. So let's just take you through the CSK lineup, because Sam Curran was a key fixture in the last one. We did hear that Raidu wasn't 100% and Gaikwad comes in, but the brother going up against another brother is going to be a great battle too.
Yeah, it's great playing against your brother. I've had that pleasure before, but look, they've got a good lineup. I love this back end in terms of Jadeja, Chahar there with the seam, and Getty's got good pace. Sam Curran obviously can bowl the spin and hit at the top of the order too.
Yeah, it's going to be such an important clash for RR to start strong as well, but it's not going to be easy. And how can they stop Stephen Smith? What are the chinks in the armour? Well, we got our own Scotty Cyrus to give us the Sahi Hai game plan as well.
Hello and welcome to today's game plan. Let's take a look at the captain of the Rajasthan Royals. It is Australian Steve Smith. And how should CSK look to attack him? Well, because he's up near the top of the order, I would go straight to the fast bowlers. He does, of course, have that unusual technique where he likes to whip everything through the leg side, even deliveries slightly outside the off stump. Now, don't forget last year's IPL, he had that elbow injury which starved him of a lot of the power. Now, that's borne out by the numbers. When we have a look at up at the wall, you will see the wagon wheel where square leg is his main area of scoring. Fine leg as well, and if you get too wide, of course you will go in that third man region. So, where should they bowl? It's a fraction wider than the numbers that we just saw, than the deliveries also. So around about that sixth stump, maybe two sets of stumps wider. As I say, you get too wide, he will cut that away. But make him make the play. Power is not his main strength. So just sit there, almost tight lines in terms of test match line and length, and you will be fine. If he gets through that, it's straight to Ravi Jadeja. The reason for that, the numbers and the success that Jadeja's had against him. The 11 innings that they've had together, he's got him out 5 times. But most impressively as well is the strike rate. Not even a run a ball, just 89 runs per 100 deliveries. So, what about the dismissals? There's no real trend amongst them, which is the good sign if you are CSK, because it means that he is looking for ways to score. He's being aggressive, Steve Smith, and therefore he can't quite find the method to be successful against Jadeja. He doesn't have to try anything different. Just stick to the good lines and lengths and wait for Steve Smith to make the mistake. Great players, they do try and change and find a way. At the moment, Steve Smith hasn't quite got it yet.
The Chennai Super Kings going up against Rajasthan Royals, and the man who's going to be really crucial for the men in yellow today has to be Ravindra Jadeja. It's going to be prediction from Brett Lee. Brett, can he take out Steve Smith tonight?
I think he's definitely a chance to get him out. Stephen Smith's a great batter, he's only human. To me, it comes down to CSK. I think CSK will win unless Jofra Archer produces a great spell.
Yeah, it's going to be really key to watch Jaddu come in versus Stephen Smith. Sanjay, when you look at MS Dhoni's captaincy, what does he talk about in this huddle? Because you've seen the man from close quarters.
He talks about consistency, he talks about giving whatever you have for the team on the field of play, and he gives you a lot of confidence to execute your skills. So from that perspective, he makes the players feel wanted, he makes the players feel comfortable, and takes the best out of them.
And Sanjay, what does this mean for Dhoni? You know, you've really seen him grow as a player, as a captain with the India side. What's going on in his mind today? What does this occasion mean for him?
It means a lot because he's been out of international cricket and he's announced his retirement as well. But he's somebody who's wanting to play at least another year of IPL, and he wants to enjoy playing the game which he loves so much.
Well, from one superhero on the field to the real heroes off the field, MS Dhoni will be out in the middle. But here is a salute to our COVID heroes across the nation.
पैंडेमिक से पहले तो पुलिस के बारे में जो पुरानी सोच चल रही थी लगभग ऑलमोस्ट नेगेटिव टाइप सी थी।
जनरल एक ओपिनियन यही था कि डॉक्टर्स का एक ही मोटिव है कि उनको पैसा बनाना है।
मार्च के बाद जयपुर थम सा गया एकदम से, घर से बाहर नहीं जाना, किसी से मिलना नहीं है, सेलिब्रेशन बंद हो गए, एक डर का अजीब सा माहौल हो गया। लेकिन बाहर निकल के अपना काम करना, अपने जॉब पे लगना और अपनी चीज़ों को वापस लाना, तो मुझे लगा कहीं ना कहीं मुझे निकलना पड़ेगा और वापस से चीज़ें नॉर्मल करनी पड़ेगी। लेकिन जब निकले तो मालूम चला कि हम लोग जहाँ घर में इतनी सेफ्टी से बैठे हैं, कुछ कोरोना वॉरियर्स ऐसे हैं जो बाहर निकल के इस टाइम पे अपना बेस्ट देने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
जब ये लॉकडाउन डिक्लेयर हुआ, मुझे कभी भी ऐसा रियलाइज नहीं हुआ कि मैं पेशेंट्स को ट्रीट करना बंद कर दूँ, और अगर हम लोग बंद कर देंगे तो ये पेशेंट्स कहाँ जाएंगे।
हमें भी डर लगता ही है, हमारे भी बच्चे हैं, समाज है, पर ज़्यादा दिमाग में टेंशन इसलिए नहीं रखते कि अगर हम ही टेंशन रखेंगे तो पूरी दुनिया फिर हम परेशान होगी।
इस बीमारी के बारे में बहुत लिमिटेड इंफॉर्मेशन, इसके मोड्स ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन नहीं पता थे हमारे को, ये कैसे हम इन्फेक्ट हो जाएंगे। हमारे अंदर से ये थी कि हम लोगों को चलते रहना है और हम लोगों को एक पॉजिटिविटी देनी है, पेशेंट्स को भी और जनरल पब्लिक को भी। वी हैव टू फाइट दिस डिजीज ब्रेवली।
या हम लोग ही काम नहीं करेंगे तो फिर हमारा समाज से मतलब क्या है, फिर हमारा इस वर्दी पहनने का मतलब क्या है। मेंटल सेटिस्फेक्शन भी बहुत ज़्यादा मिला हमारे को कि भाई हमने इस लोगों की सेवा की।
क्या यार, हमारे प्रोफेशन में लोग हैं जो कि सोसाइटी के लिए, पेशेंट्स के लिए काम कर रहे हैं और उनको जेन्युइन अप्रिसिएशन मिल रहा है जनरल पब्लिक से जब वो अपने घर जाते हैं कि यार ये देखो ये बंदा हमारे कितना काम कर रहा है। इट इज सो सेटिस्फाइंग।
मुझे लगा इतना स्ट्रेस में ये लोग जब जी रहे हैं तो कुछ ऐसा किया जाए कि इनको एक स्ट्रेस बस्टर हो इन लोगों के लिए, एक चेहरे पे हंसी लाए, एक खुशी लाए। सब चाह रहे थे कुछ ना कुछ वॉरियर्स के लिए कुछ करें, तो एक पूल इकट्ठा हुआ और हम लोगों ने एक टूर्नामेंट प्लान किया, दैट्स कोरोना वॉरियर्स का।
क्रिकेट सबका पैशन है, पर वो जैसे जैसे हम लोग टूर्नामेंट इवॉल्व हुआ, ये सारे जो खौफ है खत्म होते गए और सब लोग लग गए यार कि यार ये इस टूर्नामेंट को जीतना है, मतलब उसी जुनून से खेले सब।
ठीक है, चलो हार जीत लगी रहती है, लेकिन हमने बहुत एंजॉय किया।
इस कोविड के बाद शायद हमारा नज़रिया चेंज हुआ, और रोल मॉडल ओनली वो नहीं है जो आपकी फील्ड से रिलेटेड है, ये वो लोग हैं जो समाज को, देश को, जो इस कंडीशन में भी अपनी सर्विसेज दे रहे हैं और सबको सर्व कर रहे हैं।
Rajasthan Royals salutes the Corona Warriors.
We will continue to salute the fantastic work done by the COVID heroes throughout the Dream 11 IPL. Wonderful to see, but this is what we've got coming your way. Live action, the oldest side in the league up against the youngsters.
Burnt is the new brown. And watching is the new everything. Dell's premium laptops, stunning visuals, immersive experience.
इसे काला टीका लगाओ।
दिन में 2 बार लगाते हो ना माँ? काला टीका
क्या मतलब?
ये देखो, फॉर्चून सोयाबीन ऑयल बना है HART प्रोसेस से और इसमें है इम्यूनिटी बूस्टिंग विटामिन A और D जो बनाए इसे हेल्दी।
ये लो लगा दिया काला टीका।
फॉर्चून सोयाबीन ऑयल, इंडिया का नंबर 1 ऑयल।
हेड और टेल्स ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। My 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड My 11 सर्कल ऐप now.
Aditi, this interview is really important here.
कोई भूल तो नहीं रहा?
Something's missing.
What's missing?
that smile. Now you're perfect.
So many reasons to give someone a smile. Pick yours. Titan.
रखो अपने एरिया की खबर. लोकल अपडेट्स ओनली ऑन डेली हंट.
बच्चे को बचाओ, बच्चे को बचाओ, बच्चे को बचाओ, अपने अंदर के बच्चे को बचाओ.
सनफीस्ट बाउंस, अंदर का बच्चा बाहर लाओ.
फास्टर है तो है 25% फास्टर चार्जिंग और बैकअप. लिव फास्ट इन्वर्टर और बैटरी. फास्टर है तो है
1.25 लीटर की बोतल 50 में. बड़ी पेप्सी, बड़ा स्वाद.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ. तब तक आप ड्रीम 11 पर टीम बनाओ.
Dream 11. Make your team now.
Kiss me. Close your eyes and miss me. I can reach your lips on your fingertips. And happiness
Cadbury, sir.
in your eyes.
How far will you go for love?
Passion never dies. It lives on until you decide when it ends. It grows with your dreams. It gets stronger with your talent. It becomes larger than anything you imagine. It becomes limitless. And you become the infinite. Oppo Reno 4 Pro. The infinite.
1.25 लीटर की बोतल 50 में. बड़ी पेप्सी, बड़ा स्वाद.
पैरागॉन, इंडिया का स्टाइल.
फास्टर है तो है 25% फास्टर चार्जिंग और बैकअप. लिव फास्ट इन्वर्टर और बैटरी. फास्टर है तो है
Cricket is back. Celebrate with 50% off on your favorite Domino's pizzas only on the Domino's app.
I live cricket, I breathe cricket, and I dream cricket. And I know that so many of you have a very similar passion for this game. What are you waiting for? Make your team before the Chennai versus Rajasthan match only on My Team 11, India की अपनी fantasy app. Download from myteam11.com.
फलों और सब्जियों पर लगे केमिकल्स बीमार कर सकते हैं.
Kent वेजिटेबल क्लीनर फलों और सब्जियों पर लगे केमिकल्स निकाले मिनटों में.
अब केंट आपको रखे हेल्दी.
कभी रुकना मत. दाल चावल उबालना आ गया तो पुलाव बनाओ. धीमी आंच पे बिरयानी पकाओ. बस रुकना. हम भी कहाँ सिर्फ तेल तक रुके. दाल चावल आटा बेसन सोया बड़ी और बहुत कुछ. आपका वही
After a fairy tale win in the very first IPL that anyone had ever seen, it's been a dry run for the Rajasthan Royals. The men in pink are looking to a brilliant Australian for a change in their fortunes. Though Ben Stokes and Joss Buttler are missing from the opener, there's a trio of English superstars who are key in their quest for the title.
Jofra Archer picks up another.
Alongside them, there's a regal mix of the old guard, and new entrants to the royal family will provide a further boost to their chances. First up for the Super Kings from Chennai, who got their campaign off to a flyer.
Top shot, and Ambati Raidu brings up 50.
and he was helped by a clinical Faf du Plessis. Yes, Dhoni's Yellow Army cruised to an emphatic win over the defending champions. Can CSK make it 2 in a row? Expect plenty of fireworks. We're all set for the Royal Rumble in Sharjah. We zoom in on Sharjah itself. Welcome to the UAE, who've taken over the hosting of this edition of the IPL. The venues, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and the Sharjah Stadium. Seen so many dramatic one-day international moments, so many fabulous cricketers. Many of them are still in the game and will be here tonight, not least the great MS Dhoni, who leads the Super Kings, and Steve Smith, one of the most remarkable cricketers in the world, leading the Rajasthan Royals. Unorthodox, instinctive, something of the genius about him. I mentioned the excitement here. I just think community is what it's all about. The way that the UAE have embraced the tournament, the way that people are talking about cricket, the way that the players are managing to cope with the first lockdown and then the various restrictions is really something. Each of them eager and intense. We've had 3 superb matches, by the way, to start the edition of the 2020 IPL. Games that have asked a lot of questions, provided some answers. It's been absolutely fascinating to watch. There's a lot of young talent on the show tonight, not least that boy, by the way, Yashadri Jaiswal, wonderful natural cricketer. Reminder of the format: 8 teams are playing 56 league matches. That's a lot of cricket over a 7-week period. Of course, they play each other twice. You know this, but it's worth repeating. The top 4 qualify for the playoffs. The point system: you get 2 points for a win, a point for no result. Seems unlikely to me in the Middle East. And no points at all, nothing if you go down. In the case of a tie, it's a super over. We had one already just the other night. It was a disappointing event in itself. What went before was quite astounding. Remember, 1 run to win off 3 balls for the Punjab, but they couldn't put it off. The final will be on the 10th of November. A little low haze here as the golden evening comes upon us in Sharjah. A surface that looks, well, bare of grass, almost rolled mud. Looks as if it'll be slow, a little damp on those outer edges of it. I would think the captain choose to chase here. It's difficult to know quite what to do first in these matches where you're uncertain of the surface. These are the dimensions: 73 metres down the ground. That's the biggest hit here. The side bound is relatively short. It's actually the smallest of the 3 venues by some margin. It's not without atmosphere. Little Bedouin tents surrounding the grounds, big screens, advertising. It really is extraordinary to pull off the atmosphere that we've managed to do with the telecast in the previous 3 matches. The coin floated in the sky, came down in favour of MS Dhoni. He chose to bowl first, which meant that Rajasthan Royals would get first dig on this surface. Alongside me, Kevin Peterson, Sunny Gavaskar, 2 great players and dear friends. Over to you, Kev.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, we are set for Rajasthan's first game here in Sharjah. Robin Uthappa, he's a newcomer. He's coming from KKR. I've mentioned Jaiswal, youngster, stroke maker. We know what Sanju Samson does. Sanju Samson is one of those players that you just love to watch. A lot has been said about Steve Smith, and quite rightly so. David Miller, Parag, but that's a pretty good batting lineup if you ask me. It's one that you wouldn't like to see get going if you're the opposition, and you wouldn't like to bowl to. To get to the bowlers, Gopal, Curran, Archer. I'll tell you what, have a look at that. Do not cut, but Archer and Curran are fresh. They've come in off a good series in the UK, and Sunny's going to take you through the Chennai Super Kings.
And they won their first game against the Mumbai Indians, and so why change a winning combination? So they will go with Watson and Vijay to open the batting. Du Plessis, who played such a capital innings the other day, he'll be at 3. Ruturaj Gaikwad comes in, making his debut. Kedar Jadhav, MS Dhoni, Ravindra Jadeja, Sam Curran, Deepak Chahar, who will open the bowling along with Sam Curran, Piyush Chawla, the leg spinner, and Ngidi.
अब आपकी सुरक्षा आपके हाथों में। ल्यूपी सेफ हैंड सैनिटाइजर, आपका और चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स का फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस।
जब
दिलों को जीतने की कला आ गई, तब समझना कामयाब हो तुम। पान बहार, पहचान कामयाबी की।
कैंट आरओ का पानी पिए और बीमारियों से बचें।
कैंट आरओ से पानी होता है 100% प्योर।
समझौता न करें, कैंट आरओ ही लाएं, बेस्ट लाएं।
Saurav, which way is the match going to go?
मैच मुझे पता है which way। दादा की टीम नीचे जा रही है और मेरी टीम ऊपर।
खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। आपकी टीम जीतेगी या मेरी, देखते हैं माई 11 सर्कल पे। मेक योर टीम ओनली ऑन माई 11 सर्कल। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ। करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा, my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
Final words of wisdom as the umpires make their way to the middle. Shamsuddin, Vineet Kulkarni.
And what we saw, Mark, with the Chennai Super Kings huddle is probably the only team meeting that they ever have.
Yeah, he's not big on
he's
that.
He doesn't believe in, long team meetings.
It's interesting that he's not the only one. There are some captains in the world who think there's too much talking. There's not much you can say to the guys at the last minute. Others who see that who see those last minute huddles as crucial, KP.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the captains that think the team meetings are too long and there's too much talk. But MS Dhoni, what he's done and what he's got up to over his illustrious career, I'll tell you what, he can do what he wants, and someone who can almost do what he wants is that guy Steve Smith. He's now opening the batting. And this is a very interesting change. There's been a lot of debate and there's been a lot of talking about Virat Kohli, AB de Villiers at RCB, and whether Virat Kohli should open the innings. Last night he didn't. Steve Smith tonight is going to open the innings with Jaswal. Very excited to see the young talent. Padikkal last night was outstanding, absolutely beautiful in his stroke play. He caressed the ball all over Dubai. I'm going to look forward to seeing the 18-year-old tonight. This is what the IPL provides. It's the greatest academy in the world.
I think it's a good move for Steve Smith. You've got a 20-over game, and a player of that quality, he needs to face as many balls as he can. And I actually feel that about Virat. Who am I to tell him? But I think the longer he's in, the more time, the more chance his team has of winning the game. Anyway, there's Steve Smith's record: 82 matches, more than 2,000 runs, strike rate of 129, so pretty good. And of course, one of the most unorthodox, original players, not only out there in the modern era, but in any era of the game. First time he's ever opened, I think. Confirm that in a minute. Anyway, Deepak Chahar is going to bowl to this gifted youngster, Sharjah Jaiswal. Very tall, slim, elegant looking player.